Look at this dude.
Whoosh, everybody, welcome back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Smash the like button, click that bell while you're at it, so you can be a part of the Post Doty Gang family, best family on YouTube. And that's no cap, hands down. Hey man, we are here for Ray William Johnson. She scammed a famous football player. We're gonna do less talking, more reacting. Let's dive right into this video. Let go.
Have I ever told a joke about someone and later felt bad about it? Well,
yeah, I've done that a few times.
yeah, all the time actually. So this is Manti. Manti is 20 years old during this time, living in Indiana, and he's a college football star who everyone knows is going to eventually be in the NFL.
Okay.
But one day in 2011, Manti does something that's going to change his life forever. He responds to a friend's post on Facebook. The friend is this girl, Lene. And Lene is also a college student, but she goes to a different school.
Okay.
Now, Manti doesn't really know her. She just randomly added him on Facebook one day.
I hate when people try to add me on Facebook and I've never even met you a day in my life and we don't got any mutual friends. Like, who are you?
Years before. But one day, he responds to something she posts on Facebook. And from there, they start chatting and they hit it off and they start tweeting each other. They exchange numbers. They become friends. And the more they talk, the more Manti is like, damn, this girl kind of fine. And
yeah, I think we've all been there before. I've been there before.
So by 2012, they're talking every night online and over the phone. And eventually, he decides to make Lene his girlfriend. But
you guys never met in person?
Fortunately, they can't meet up because he goes to Notre Dame while she goes to Stanford, which is on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
Regardless, every night they...
I don't know about y'all, but there's a thing called a plane ticket. It doesn't matter what state, country you in. I don't care. A plane ticket will solve that problem. Look.
They talk and they fall asleep on the phone together. And it's, adorable.
Okay, see, I can't do that. I like being on the phone with my significant other, but not like that. You feel me? I can't be on the phone. I barely like being on my phone regardless.
But then, one day, out of nowhere, something terrible happens. Lene gets into an awful car accident and she's in critical condition.
Damn.
And to make it worse, when she's in the hospital, her doctors find that she has leukemia, so she needs a bone marrow transplant now. And so members of Lene's family are calling and texting Manti and letting him know her condition and that she's in the hospital. And of course, this is devastating to...
Is this before they've even met? I don't know if Ray has ever explained that yet within this video, but obviously they live very far from each other. Everything is on the phone. I don't even think they've met in real life yet.
Manti, he doesn't want to lose his girlfriend. However, over the next few weeks, her condition gets worse and worse. And eventually, Manti's fears come true. Lene's family contacts him and tells him that she has passed away. And poor Manti, he doesn't know what to do. I mean, he has a big football game that...
Wait, what? I'm so lost right now on what's going on. So, Manti started dating a girl he met online, never met her. They became boyfriend-girlfriend. Then she ends up dying. So, what?
Night. Plus, his grandmother just passed away too, so that is also weighing on him. And right before the game, he breaks down in the locker room. I mean, this girl was really important to him. And then Lene's sister tells Manti that before she died, Lene had preemptively written him a letter for every football game for the rest of the season. And in one of the letters, she says, "Babe, if anything happens to me, you promise that you'll stay there and you'll play and you'll honor me through the way you play." And so Manti thinks about this, and he decides to give this game his all.
So one thing that I'm also very curious about, like if they've never met each other in real life and things of that nature, did they ever like do FaceTime, Skype calls, video chat calls, or was everything just phone call or texting? Like this Lene chick, she probably wasn't even real. I'm having a feeling she probably wasn't real.
And so, bam, he goes out on the field, and he plays an amazing game. 12 tackles, 2 interceptions. Bro is kicking ass out there. And after the game, he gets interviewed, and he tells the press the awful news that both his grandmother and his girlfriend died on the same day.
Wait, they both died on the same day? Bro. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. That's tough.
You know, my girlfriend and my grandma are watching, and they're right beside me and helping me, help my team win.
And everyone feels so bad for him, and of course, this story blows up. People are talking about it, it's getting all sorts of coverage.
Teo's girlfriend, Lene Kekua, who was battling leukemia, had died.
But then, things start to get really crazy. Because one day, randomly, Lene's sister calls up Manti. And in the middle of the conversation, out of fucking nowhere, Lene gets on the phone like, "Hey, I'm still alive." And Manti is like, "What the?"
Yo, is obviously Lene's not dead, but is Lene actually Lene?
Hell? And so they eventually convince him that Lene had to pretend to be dead because she got into some trouble or something. I don't know, it's stupid. And so I guess he goes and tells his family, "Hey, my girlfriend's still alive." And his family is like,
I'd be irritated than a bro. This whole time I was thinking he was dead. I'm over here crying up at night, depressed as a motherfucking you alive I'd be irritated.
No, bro. Something weird is going on.
Facts.
And that is when they tell him something he definitely doesn't want to hear. They think Lene isn't real and that somehow Manti is being catfished.
Big time. And like I said, if they haven't been video chatting any type of way, FaceTime, Skype, anything like that, and they never met in person, that's a catfish. Like, for me, like, I could tell if somebody trying to catfish me or anything in that nature, bruh. I can tell. And it's been attempted plenty of times. And when I say attempted, it's because I can read red flags and I know how to cut the game off strong. You feel me?
But here's the crazy thing, though. They're right. He is being catfished. Lene doesn't exist. Lene is actually this person, Naya. And Naya
is a guy?
Is just a random individual who friended Manti on Facebook one day and eventually developed a crush on him and wanted to catfish him. So in real life,
wait, it was a guy?
Naya doesn't look like this. Naya looks like this. And so Naya had used another woman's photo and started catfishing Manti, and he kept it going for a long time. Like, they would chat and text.
Look, if you can get catfished in the year 2025, you are slower than a motherfucker. Because at this point, it should be impossible to be able to catfish somebody. If you can't video chat in any type of way, "Oh, I don't have an iPhone, I can't FaceTime." Okay, Androids have video chat as well. Instagram has it. Snapchat, Facebook, Messenger has it. Everything, every social media app has, every phone has a face front camera at this point. If you can't video chat somebody, red flag.
Texting. When they would talk on the phone, Naya would put on a feminine voice to fool him. And to be fair, bro's got a pretty good feminine voice.
Hey babe, I'm just calling to say goodnight. I love you. I know that you're
It definitely sounds like a woman.
I was in homework or you're with the boys.
And yeah, turns out Naya is actually really good at doing voices. In fact, he's so good, he
definitely wasn't his first time.
He did the voices for not only Lene, but for all of Lene's family members who called Manti as well. All of them were fake. So anytime one of Lene's family members would call Manti, it was really just Naya calling from...
Damn, Naya was on one. What did Naya get out of this, though? Because I didn't hear anything about Lene asking for money for this for that, help pay for rent. What is Naya getting out of this?
From a different phone number, putting on a voice. That's insane, I know. But anyway, meanwhile, some reporters over on a sports blog, they get an anonymous tip and they start investigating and they figure out that Lene is, in fact, a catfish. And that is when they drop a bomb and they tell the whole world that
damn, posted all over. Oh, that's gotta be embarrassing.
Manti, this well-known college football star, his dead girlfriend is really a guy.
A man that is still alive.
Of course, this story blows the fuck up. I mean, it is everywhere because people think Manti either made it up for attention or that he's secretly gay.
Honestly, if a story like this was recent, because what this was back in, I think Ray said 2008, 2011. I don't know. I forget. I don't know what year this is in. But if this was to happen nowadays, people are automatically going to assume it's fake publicity, a fake clout stunt. You feel me? That's what it would be. Back in the day, maybe not so much, but nowadays, definitely.
And of course, Manti's all embarrassed because, like, who wouldn't
I'd be embarrassed in a month right
and
now.
the media is all over this story, and they start questioning him directly about his sexuality.
Are you gay?
Straight up. Are you gay?
No, far from it. Far
from it.
from that.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Because unfortunately for him, that's when the entire internet starts clowning him. Twitter is lit up with jokes and so many memes. They're making skits about him online. Frickin' SNL does a whole bit about it.
Lene was the hoax. She's not a real person.
Oh!
I would be so embarrassed. And at this point, like I said, nowadays you should definitely be embarrassed if you get catfish. There's no excuse. There is no excuse to get catfish now.
Right, now I get it. Oh man, Lene is gonna be pissed.
And yes, even I made fun of it. I posted about it to my millions of followers saying, yeah, here I am choking Manti Te'o's girlfriend. And yeah, I know, it's a dumb joke, but I was one of those people who thought Manti was
At least, I mean, he owns up to it. Yeah.
gay and that he didn't want to publicly admit it because, you know, he's very religious. I guess he's very Mormon. And that the media caught him with his long-distance boyfriend, so they exposed him, and then he decided to lie to everyone and say, hey, I'm not gay, I was actually catfished. And so, yeah, a lot of people believe that, and I guess I did too. Regardless, the story eventually fell out of the news cycle and everyone moved on. Then, 12 years later, in 2025, someone on my team pitches this Manti Te'o story to me to make into one of these crime videos. So I look into it and do research and find that, hey, the dude actually wasn't secretly gay and lying about it after all.
So the football player, he's actually gay. So he knew it was a guy the whole time?
He actually was catfished. Like, he was the victim. Like, sure, maybe he should have known better, or maybe he should have done more research, but whatever, he was definitely the victim of this other person's scam. So, technically, I'm the asshole for dogpiling on him to my millions of followers when he didn't necessarily deserve it, and, you know, that's my bad. So yeah, sometimes I do say shit and then
Take accountability, it is what it is.
feel bad about it later. I guess that answers that. But anyway, regardless of this scandal, afterwards, Manti goes on to play in the NFL where he plays for about 8 years.
Okay.
And he does a lot of football commentary now, and, you know, he seems to be really good at it, so good for him. While Naya, on the other hand, the person who catfished, has since come out as trans and appears to have fully transitioned. So, good for
Okay, well, that was very interesting. So Naya is a guy that is now a woman that is out here catfishing. So fellas, be careful out there. Hey man, if you guys made it to the end, I do greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it. Till next time, I'ma see y'all next time. I'm out.